What is up, guys? In today's video we'll be unboxing the Moto G8 Plus. So I saw that you guys were really interested in it, and it's a really cool smartphone. So what you get in the box is, of course, you get the device itself, and you also get paperwork, and of course USB Type-C in your quick charging brick. The phone itself is pretty nice weight. It's a plastic phone. The design is splash resistant, so if you drop water on it, it shouldn't break. I wouldn't submerge this thing in water though. But you have a plastic build that feels really nice. It's not super light feeling, which I really like in my phones. You also have the triple camera setup on the back, the physical fingerprint scanner with the little Motorola logo, and on the right side you have your power button, which is textured, and your volume rockers, which I really like the textured power button. SIM tray on the left side, and down below you have USB Type-C, the speaker, but you actually have dual speakers on here, which is really nice. One at the bottom, one at the top, and you also have the headphone jack located at the very top as well. So when you turn the phone on, you greet it by a 6.3-inch display. It's a very nice display. It's a 1080p display with a 400 ppi, so the display gets pretty bright, and it has pretty good viewing angles as well. So it's a very high quality display, so no real issues there. You do have the little wider drop notch, and I guess you kind of have a little bit of bezels on here, but overall I really think the display and the design is pretty solid, as you can see. So you are running Android 9. Of course you will get Android 10 with the Snapdragon 665 and the Adreno 610. You also have micro SD card support for expandable storage, which is always nice. 64 gigs of internal storage and 4 gigs of RAM. So this phone runs fairly smooth, no real hiccups, because it's pretty much stock Android, which is something I appreciate. So when you're flying through applications and switching and stuff like that, you don't get a lot of hiccups on this phone at all, really. You do have Google Now, which is something I feel like every Android phone should have. It's something that I really love. It's very useful. And yeah, so you don't have all the customization options that you would find on like One UI or MIUI. It's very basic stock Android, as you can see just from the toggles. You just don't have a whole bunch going on. You do have Dolby Atmos for music fans on here, which is very nice, so I always appreciate that. Now you do have your Moto Actions applications, which is just basically a bunch of gestures, and you have the chop to access the flashlight, which I really love. You have your quick capture, one that button, my favorite, the 3-finger for the screenshot, flip for D&D, all the basic stuff that we've seen 1,000 times in the Moto Actions. Nothing's really new on here. It's the same stuff, but it is very useful. The lift to unlock and the string to swipe the screen, and I like that they have everything all in one place. So that's what I really like about this application, is that everything, all your gestures and stuff are in one place. Your peak display, attentive display on here, so it'll keep the phone on while you're looking at it. So all this stuff is very useful, and I love that it's all in one app. So the cameras on here, you have a triple camera setup, 48 megapixel wide, 16 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, shoots in 2160p 30 fps. You also have a 25 megapixel selfie camera that shoots in 1080p. So as you can see from the pictures, the cameras on here are actually pretty great. That was one of the things I thought was going to be kind of lacking, because a lot of budget Motorola devices usually don't have the best cameras, like the G7 Play, but this one is really good. I was really impressed this time with Motorola. So great color signs, pretty good dynamic range, and I'll go ahead and show you some video as well. So as you can see, super solid cameras for this $200 price point. I really don't have any complaints at all here. You're getting a really good camera setup. So you do have NFC on this guy, as well as the physical fingerprint scanner, which is very fast, by the way, and you also have face unlock as well. So both of those are very fast, and no issues really with that. Now gaming on here is pretty good. We'll do a full gaming test, but that Snapdragon 665 and Adreno 610 should be more than capable of playing to medium to high setting games. So as you can see with Call of Duty Mobile, I'm maxed out at very high on the frame rate and graphics, and as you can see, it looks beautiful on this display. And like I said, you have stereo speakers on here as well, so you're getting a very loud experience here. So if you're really into gaming on your phone on a budget, this is a really good option, especially if you're a Motorola fan. So this phone does have a 4,000 milliamp battery, which explains why it's a little bit on the thicker side, but like I said, it's not super thick. But you do have a 15-watt fast charging on here as well, so it charges decently fast. But the 4,000 milliamp battery will definitely get you through a day, especially with stock Android. It's just I always find stock Android devices to really be really good on battery life, just like the Pixel phone. Even though it had a small battery, it was still pretty good with battery life because of the software. So that's, you know, no different here with Motorola's phone as well. So very good battery life so far. So you're not really missing out on much with this Moto G8 Plus. As far as I can see, you pretty much have everything you could really want, from NFC to stereo speakers to a, you know, really nice display on here. Pretty good cameras as well, expandable storage. Pretty much have everything you want. And if you're a stock Android fan, you're gonna absolutely love this phone. So what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.